anyway, how's everybody doing? I know I asked you that question. So I've decided to go a little bit more in depth in topics, and I want to talk about aging. And it is going to be very in depth. You know, you have the good side of aging, and then you have the not so good side. So I have all the stuff written down, so I really need to go over it so that I can looking at me like I'm crazy. I drive like a normal person. So I went and got my hair braided, because I have my hair braided underneath my wig. And I got there early, and the person did not answer their door. And I know they're going to be listening. But they finally did call me, because I'm calling them. I'm like, did you forget about me? And they were watching Law and Order, all entrenched. And I was there on time, because I like to be on time. That is really one of my best character assets is punctuality. Anyway, we got it done. We had a good time. I hadn't seen him in a while. He's a fabulous man. Yes. So one of the things that we were talking about was, him moving, to a better place. Of course, I didn't know he was that young, 48, going on 49. And I'm telling him, I told him, as I'm telling you, it's best to start applying for senior living or senior communities now, because the waiting lists are so long. They generally start at 55, but you can apply, as I did. I applied very early. And some buildings, you have to be 62, like where I live. I had to be 62, and I actually moved in when I was 62. And then all of a sudden, all the other places that I applied, in Secaucus and Newark, there were some places in South Jersey. They all kind of called me around the same time, but I decided to keep this one. And another aspect of moving into senior communities, if you can get a community that your rent is contingent upon your salary, whether it be a Social Security or disability or whatever your income is, it will base it on that. And 9 times out of 10, it'll be 30% of whatever your income is. And the rent generally goes 3 to 4% a year. So if you are in your 40s, late 40s, I would suggest that you start applying for senior housing. They're very nice. You don't have to be in Essex County. You got Union County, Middlesex County, Bergen County. You can even go further down, closer to Pennsylvania, if you don't want to actually live in Pennsylvania. Although Pennsylvania is good for seniors. When I was doing my research, I don't remember a lot. Although I did try to move there, but I was buying like a condo. And also Delaware is good for seniors as well. They have a lot of benefits for seniors in those states, Delaware and Pennsylvania. And of course, moving south, it gets better. And we also talked about he was a diabetic, or he is a diabetic, and he, once he's doing the shot and the pill. That's a lot. So his numbers must be really, really high. So later on, I'm going to post my numbers. I just got some blood work done, and I wanted to let you guys see what a healthy person looks like. And although I am the age that I am, I don't have any major issues physiologically. So, and I want y'all to see now, and I want you to go get your blood work and compare. And you may be giving me a call so that I can give you some suggestions on what you can do to be a healthier individual. Now, basically when I meet someone, one of the first things that I ask, male or female, because health is number one to me, I want to know, does everything work? And when I say, does everything work, it doesn't mean primarily sexual in nature. It means, what's your heart, your blood pressure? How's your heart doing? What's your kidneys and your liver doing? What is your PSA, your prostate for a man? What is your status in terms of whether you are menopausal, premenopausal, postmenopausal? What is your A1C, your diabetic barometer, your triglycerides, which it's not mainly, but one of the aspects of triglycerides are fried foods. And what is your cholesterol? Like, I want to know that, because if you're on medication, those medications inhibit and the side effects, something that you need to be looking at. And if you want to be healthy. So some of the things that I've done so that my numbers are absolutely wonderful, I was even amazed myself, was the no sugar. Like, there's sugar in everything. However, if you cut back on added sugar, agave, maple, honey, and the sugar substitutes, you're definitely in a pre-diabetic, or if not diabetic already. So I've cut that out since January. This is my 9th month, going into my 10th month of me not adding any sugary stuff to my drinks, or drinking sugary stuff. I also stopped eating carbs, pastas, rice, white potatoes. So I've been able to, try my hand at complex carbs, and which are fruits and vegetables and those types of nuts. And I'm telling you, when y'all see my numbers, they're going to be like, holy smoke. So basically, my insides match my outsides. So, although I may look healthy, just so that you know, I am really healthy. From my skin, the hydration, to my blood pressure, to my A1C, my EGFR, which are kidneys, my triglycerides, and my cholesterol are all good. And it takes work, because you got to stay on top of it. Now, I get my blood done every 3 months, because because I want to know at the same time that it's happening, what's going on in my body. So during COVID, I did become pre-diabetic because I was home and I was comforting myself. I did get COVID and I was eating ice cream, cookies, cakes, mostly. And I suffered the consequences by my numbers shooting up to about 6.6. Right now, just so that you know, those numbers can go down if you change your eating, because now my numbers are, for my A1C is 4.9, which means I am nowhere near as being a diabetic, which I am very happy about. And it crept down, 6.6, went to 6.1, 5.7, and then 4.9. So it can be done, and you don't need medication. Once you get it down, then you just gauge yourself from there. Now I have to say, I asked the doctor to give me metformin, but I knew that I was not going to be taking metformin for the rest of my life, because I know people who've been taking metformin for 20 years. Now that's crazy. I have to say, that is the most ludicrous thing that I have ever heard of. 20 years on the medication. But because I know how this country works in terms of pharma rules this country. Their goal is for you to be sick, or sick enough at least to use medication, and the medication only suppresses, it doesn't cure. They don't do no curing stuff. Now you go to another country and their pharmaceutical companies actually want to cure people, and these people, the fruits and the vegetables right there, and they become healthy. So even medications that I've asked for over, like, say, example, Colombia, the medication here costs $900. Over there, $10. Can you believe that? $10. So when I'm there and they send me, I get $100 worth, and I'm good. And whether I need it or not, I like to have it. Then need it and don't have it. So if you are diabetic, if you do have high cholesterol, if you do have high blood pressure, if your kidneys appear not to be functioning properly, it's all food related. So when I post my numbers, and you take a look at your numbers, and you can compare, and then you need to be calling me, asking me, what did I do to get it like that? All right? So I'm on my way in. I have somewhere to go. You have a good day, and remember, do the right thing for the right reason, and if you could do it at the right time, all is well. You're good. Have a good day.